A major section.
Yo. We getting into it. Let's go.
Still can't believe it's not butter.
We're learning how to layer. We're learning how to make multiple basses with the same patch. And we're learning how to get out of that writer's block of bass arrangement in your drop. Simple as that. So let's get into it. But just remember, when you write in this bass, you have to be headbanging to be doing right. Just a quick tip.
Quick tip.
So let's check this out real quick. As you see here, we have these, which are the same patch. We have this one, which is the wide guy, which is just the wide bass. And then we have this one, which is the yoi. That's the most important one. I use the yoi in two different ways. A short yoi and a long yoi boy. Simply, I want you to listen to the way the basses are layered with each other. So we got this. You know, sussy. And then we have that wide bass. Got to make sure you got the wide bass to layer with the mid bass. And then we have, this is like the quarter note. So this is the quarter note, really just writing the whole thing. So now listen. We have this little section, and then we also have this section. And this is important because it's the same patch, but different rates. I want to show you the original patch in this hitter first. And keep in mind, all these sounds patches will be in my Patreon. All of them, I'll have a free download available. But if you want all these, you'll be able to download them. With this one, we have simple amber wavetable from Live 10. Wavetable position up here. F and from B, using the sync to bring up the pitch. We're using this filter to add movement. And if you look at the LFO, we're just on a quarter note. For the effects, we have a compressor, multi-band, and then we have a comb filter. Simple patch. Once again, sounds like this. And then for this one, you can look at this patch. I use the same D note. These are all D note, but it changes to 1/8 triplet and it sounds different, but same patch. Then I added this in little fill sections. Just to like introduce it. And then if you look at this one up here, this is a fast one. I'm using triplet once again, 1/4 triplet to give it that nice rhythm and groove and to go fast as well. So as you see, we're using the same patch but in multiple ways, and it makes them make sense. They all fit together. And then of course you'll start adding extra basses on top. So I really only used 2 other patches besides that one. The next patch is the wide patch. I have this patch on my Patreon. I've shown how to make it, but basically we're just using the voices in Serum. Actually do that. I made my own wavetable here. If you want to learn how to make your own wavetable, I also have videos showing how to do that. So if you listen to the wide boy, so it's just going, it's just adding extra wideness every so often to really just fill out the frequency range. Next is the yoi. So we have this yoi, which is the main patch. It's a sustain yoi patch I showed in a previous video. This will also be available for download. Using envelope. We're using downsample to get the yoi. We're using sine waves galore. Sine waves. If you shorten the yoi, once again, these are all D notes, then you get this.
can't believe it's not booger.
So if you see, this whole thing is 32 bars. I'm going by, these 8-bar sections. I start with the first 8 bars. I do simple, easy patterns. I'm using the triplets over here. Those are 8th triplets. So I'm going back and forth between the 8th triplets to the regular quarter note triplets. And then, of course, we have some wide basses playing at the same time. And we have the yoi really leading it off. So I'll start with the yoi just going, every so often. And then in the second phrase, we let the yoi go 100%. And then we start changing up the basses over here to add new rhythm and add new flow.
Still can't believe it's not booger.
And if you hear, every so often there's silence and a fill with like either a vocal.
Still can't believe it's not booger.
This is adding dynamics to the sound and making it sound good. Because if it was just dubstep sounds and noise the whole time, it wouldn't sound as powerful. Each sound would just, it would get old after a while. So it's good to add your fills, add your space while making your drop and layering your sounds. When it comes to these, I'm not really paying attention much to EQ. If you look at this yoi, we're barely cutting the lows. I'm not really doing much. With the wide guy, I'm taking out some of the mids just to add room for all the other basses. The wide guy is more of a background sound. And then for the quarter note hitter and all the other hitters, we have Dripment stereo effects, adding mid-side stereo. But the EQ is very minimal. We just have a cut right here in the mids to clean it up, remove some muddiness. And then we are cutting some lows right here too. So all together, you put all of your sounds together on top of, a kick and a snare and of course some rides, and you'll have a full sounding track, and you can start experimenting from there. That's a good one. But that's what I want you guys to start doing, is make your patch, experiment with that patch, try different rates, make sure you like it, and then arrange your patch in different orders to add rhythm and flow. And remember, it's all trial and error. You're going to keep listening over and over and over again, keep rearranging, and that practice is what's going to make you better. Just keep on pushing, keep on making that dubstep, and keep on killing it. Once again, you guys like, subscribe, hit me up on my Patreon, hit me up on my Discord, and we'll have a good time. All right?